attacked in June. See, this wasn't made an issue because it would have put the emails in Hillary's server right in the middle and thick of it. That's why this went under the radar screen. This is all tied together.
Hillary's server.
I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com. I don't know how many of you out there watch Meet the Press, but one brave guy, Rick Santelli, took on a pack of liberals over the weekend, and Rob Dew, our nightly news director, sent me this video. I wanted to break it down for you. I'm going to play a few clips, and then we're going to talk about it. Of course, this Russian hacking issue, the liberal media just will not let it go. They are determined to pin a Trump victory on Russian hacking, and he bravely defies them. Take a look at this. So I'm just going to start with Chuck Todd.
The intelligence community conclusions that Russia attempted to disrupt, and so they have. I feel as if they have moved a little bit.
Well, she has, not the president-elect, in his tweets about this, because he lumped Russia, China, all the other bad actors on cyber attacks, which we've known about in the past.
Now that's actually somewhat true,
and it was not
because we understand that the U.S. does this too, which Rick points out. We hacked Angela Merkel's phone. A lot of countries do try to intercept information. She does point that out. I want to take you to what she continues to say.
Succeeded. The very attempt is the issue, and it's not just cyber, it's the propaganda war, it's fake news, it's RT, the official Russian television network that has some connections in the past, in fact, with Michael Flynn, the incoming national security advisor. So there are profound questions.
Last time I checked, Michael Flynn did not work for
RT. Attack and attempt, and whether or not they succeeded is not the issue. Changing the subject is not the issue. The attempt itself is what was being punished.
David, what do you?
Yeah, this thing is happening on two levels. The first.
All right, I'm going to take you to Rick.
You know, if Hillary didn't have her email problem, and we didn't go back to 2009 and see whether it was Lindsey Graham or John McCain, make a bigger issue out of all the hacking that was going on. When Target gets hacked, I don't hear people saying, hey, was it Kohl's? Was it Walmart? It doesn't matter. There was a hack, you deal with it. I think that what's going on here is really so politically driven. It doesn't matter who did what when. Working with Russia, we work with Iran. Are they our friends? You have to take each situation uniquely. Listen, the president-elect has a boatload of issues. I agree with the pull of his ego. But I think that the media in general is just being quite unfair here.
Why is this a media issue?
Why is it a media issue?
This is
why don't we focus?
It's the intelligence community.
Okay, it's the intelligence. And where was all of this when the DNC was hacked in June? See, this wasn't made an issue because it would have put the emails in Hillary's server right in the middle and thick of it. That's why this went under the radar screen. This is all tied together.
Hillary's server.
We have to not conflate the Hillary emails.
Why wasn't this investigated long ago?
Let me finish
Why
with
not?
the
DNC was
Russian
hacked.
interference.
I mean, so here's what we know. We know that the DNC was in fact hacked. What we don't know is that, conclusively, our election, I mean, they're saying our election was hacked, but they provided no proof. What we do know is that there was a DNC leak, and she's saying that doesn't matter. Oh, really? Why doesn't that matter again?
I don't agree with Kellyanne Conway. I actually do think
There's a shocker.
that the Russians got what they wanted.
Oh, really?
They interfered. They are creating this chaos. We are 2 weeks outside of an inauguration, and we have chaos around what happened during our election process. So I think that there was success, and I think the president-elect needs to not just move from, accepting that there was an attempt, but
take you to Rick's next clip.
Because Trump won on election night, I never saw you so unhappy. You picked sides. Everybody picked sides.
That's not true, Rick. That's just not true.
It really is not. And this
And
is actually
let's get back to the facts
about
here.
The Russians
What are the facts? We've been seeing entities from. We were hacking Merkel's phone.
There you go.
Everybody does it.
Rick, here's the difference. What we do it, they do it. What made this different is that the Russians weaponized it by transferring it to intermediaries to WikiLeaks. They dumped it out. We do it and hold it. They do it and hold it. This is the first time. Let me finish my sentence. WikiLeaks was out from the end of the summer, and it was being investigated.
Now, we know because of covering this that Andrea Mitchell was basically in Hillary Clinton's pocket. We saw, the rapport that she had with him, a lot of off-camera stuff, and we know that was her candidate. They were extremely unhappy on election night. This has nothing to do with Russians or hacking. This has to do with the fact that 65 million Americans, the silent majority, said, we do not trust your corrupt candidate. So I guess by her rationale, there's 65 million Russian agents that voted in this election. You know what? I've got to hand it to this Rick Santelli. He really stepped into the Shark Tank and handled his own. Well, I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com.
Right. We should be solving the problem instead of making it a political hot potato. Let me see the Cuban missiles on the island picture. Trump needs to see it.
Well, I went to the hearing.
Networks need to see it.
I went to the hearing.
All the hearings. You know what? There's hearings on everything. They're kabuki theater.
Well.
Alert the public to Obama's blatant abuse of power. Defend the Second Amendment with our top seller Come and Take It t-shirts. And look at that, women's cut tank tops and t-shirts now available. Nice hat. Plus the Don't Tread on Me flag. And now you can become a micro distributor of the InfoWars magazine. Plus get your own copy delivered right to your door each and every month. So join the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.
Okay, it's intelligent. Where was all of this when the DNC was hacked in June? See, this wasn't made an issue because it would have put the emails in Hillary's server right in the middle and thick of it. That's why this went under the radar screen. This is all tied together.
Hillary's server.
I'm Margaret Howell reporting for Infowars.com. I don't know how many of you out there watch Meet the Press, but one brave guy, Rick Santelli, took on a pack of liberals over the weekend. And Rob Dew, our nightly news director, sent me this video. I wanted to break it down for you. I'm going to play a few clips and then we're going to talk about it. Of course, this Russian hacking issue, the liberal media just will not let it go. They are determined to pin a Trump victory on Russian hacking, and he bravely defies them. Take a look at this. So I'm just going to start with Chuck Todd.